वाकई एक कुदरती करिश्मा लगता है। नहीं तो आज से 2 साल पहले हम लोग सोच भी नहीं सकते थे कि इस देश में ऐसी क्रांति आएगी जब हम भ्रष्ट पार्टियों को उखाड़ के फेंक देंगे और असल में जनता का राज स्थापित होगा। मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल,
मैं मनीष सिसोदिया,
मैं राखी बिरला,
मैं मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में कि जब तक इस देश की राजनीति नहीं बदली जाएगी तब तक इस देश को सुधारा नहीं जा सकता। इस देश की राजनीति बदलनी पड़ेगी। इनकलाब! इनकलाब! कोई रिश्वत मांगे, रिश्वत देने से मना मत करना, उसको पकड़वा देना रंगे हाथों, और आपका काम करवाने की जिम्मेदारी मेरी है।
Good evening, welcome to the Buck Stops here. I'm Vishnu Shom. On the program today, an incredible celebration in the national capital as Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet ministers are sworn in. Arvind gets down to business right away. Lal Baktis on official cars are history. A massive crowd at the Ramlila grounds welcomed Arvind. Some had plaques saying, Aaj ka CM, Kal ka PM. Of course, the larger question remains on how long and in what form the Congress is willing to continue extending outside support to the Aam Aadmi Party. But today, all of that seemed to have been forgotten in the din of the massive celebration in Delhi. Well, let's quickly move on now to our top story. Another ghastly train accident. 26 people are dead, burnt alive, when an AC coach of the Nanded Express caught fire in Andhra Pradesh in the early hours of the morning. 20 bodies are yet to be identified. Many have been charred beyond recognition in this latest horror to hit the Indian Railways.
A 2-year-old baby among the 26 people burnt alive when an AC coach of the Nanded Express caught fire at 3:35 in the morning near Dharmavaram in Andhra Pradesh, when the passengers were all asleep. But the 2-year-old is among the 20 still to be identified. The bodies are charred beyond recognition, and a DNA test is needed for their identification. In Bangalore, a family is waiting anxiously for news of a relative who was travelling in the same train. Dr. Asra is pregnant and had left the previous night from her sister's house in Bangalore to travel back to Raichur. She was travelling with her 2-year-old son, Mohammed.
She left with a smiling face, with a small baby in her hand. Unfortunately, we have not been able to trace her till now. Now that we have come to know that few bodies are being brought here to Victoria Hospital, we are just waiting to see whether she's there in that or is she just injured. We pray that she's just injured.
What an absolutely nightmarish situation for people to be in. Here at Victoria Hospital, they are waiting for ambulances to arrive from that accident site. It will not, of course, always be an easy task to identify the dead. Even after the bodies arrive, several of them have been charred beyond recognition and would require DNA testing.
We are on board the Nanded Express. This is coach B1. This is the AC, which of course went up in flames initially. You're seeing a completely charred bogie, all metal pieces, the inflammable material, the curtains, the cushions, everything gone up in flames.
The train was slow, so many people jumped out. One of them pulled the chain to halt the train. The driver in the engine, just 3 coaches away, detached the burning bogie from the rest of the train. Asleep on a lower berth, young Shrikant's presence of mind saved many lives, but not that of his cousin, who couldn't make it.
Suddenly I just got out in a second due to the commotion, and the next second I ran out. Then the outer door also was kind of jammed. People are trying to open it, and I was the one who actually helped them and we opened it.
With repeated accidents, an inquiry may have been ordered by the Railways Department, but then the demand has been that there be more safety measures that could be put in place. Like if there is an emergency sensor or a fire sensor, for instance, which can help stop the train immediately and automatically, and also perhaps help open up emergency windows.
With Radhika Iyer in Anantapur district, Maya Sharma in Bangalore for NDTV.
What a terrible tragedy. So many more questions on the appalling safety standard of the Indian Railways. Well, if ever there was a victory party, it was today at the Ramlila grounds in the heart of Delhi, More than 1 lakh people, supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party, cheered on as Arvind Kejriwal was sworn in. Is this truly the beginning of a new kind of politics in our country?
इनकलाब! 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 इनकलाब!
Delhi's Aam Aadmi Chief Minister arriving at work the Aam Aadmi way in his blue Maruti. The no-nonsense Chief Minister had in the past said that he and his ministers would not take any Lal Batti car, government bungalow or security. Today kept his promise. Within an hour of taking charge, Kejriwal, who chaired his first cabinet meeting, made it official.
कोई भी सरकारी अधिकारी या विधायक लाल बत्ती की गाड़ी इस्तेमाल नहीं करेगा.
Quite visibly, the change is that all these official cars that you see standing behind me do not have a Lal Batti, do not have a red beacon.
Aware that a lot is riding on making good on its promises, including 700 litres of free water a day and halving the power bills in Delhi, Kejriwal today kept power, finance and vigilance departments under his control and asked his ministers to work with officers to ensure results. Earlier in the day, the former IRS official, who was today sworn in as Delhi's youngest chief minister, took oath along with his cabinet at the Ramlila Maidan. On the same podium, he had shared with Anna Hazare during the 2011 anti-corruption movement. Today, while his one-time mentor, who had been invited for the swearing-in, stayed away, but congratulated Arvind.
मुझे विश्वास है कि अच्छा काम करेगा.
The Aam Aadmi Chief Minister choosing the Ramlila Maidan to ensure that the Aam Aadmi could attend. Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet have already declined a Lal Batti car, the bungalow as well as security. Keen to be seen that they are delivering, they also are keen that they are seen to be one with the Aam Aadmi. The 8 Congress MLAs who are supporting the Kejriwal government from outside also did not attend, while BJP's chief ministerial nominee Dr. Harshvardhan was among the few VIPs at the Aam Aadmi gathering.
डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन जो बीजेपी के नेता हैं, मैं उन्हें जानता हूं, बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं. उनकी पार्टी के बारे में तो मैं नहीं कह सकता.
More than 1 lakh people, many from across the country, had turned out to witness the swearing-in. Many seeing this as a launching pad for the Aam Aadmi Party to go national.
अगर कहना में अच्छे काम करेंगे तो पूरे भारत में छाएंगे ना.
आज ये आम आदमी पार्टी दूसरी पार्टियों का घमंड तोड़ने के लिए बनी है. कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि एक और पार्टी को हमारा घमंड तोड़ने के लिए जन्म लेना पड़े. कभी घमंड मत करना दोस्तों.
And in his trademark unconventional style, Arvind today also rolled out his immediate plan to tackle corruption.
कोई रिश्वत मांगे, रिश्वत देने से मना मत करना. 2 दिन के अंदर फोन नंबर ऐलान कर देंगे. आप तुरंत फोन नंबर पे बता देना और हम सभी रिश्वत लेने वालों को रंगे हाथों पकड़वाएंगे.
The Kejriwal government will face its first big test next Friday when they have to prove their majority. While it is expected to go through, how it does in the weeks and months to come will determine its future. With Bureau Inputs, Siddharth Pandey for NDTV.
Well, Arvind Kejriwal made his way to the Ramlila grounds in his own unique way, by metro. And when he left, he got onto that innocuous Maruti vehicle of his, a vehicle without any red light, and went straight to work. There's not a moment to lose, is what he says.
We're here outside Arvind Kejriwal's house in Kaushambi, and he's just left here, boarded the metro along with his family and the cabinet ministers who are soon to be sworn in. And you know, if I can show the visuals around here, he's been gone for about 10 minutes now, but people continue to be here, saying that they're going to be here, and perhaps this is a trend that is starting from now on. Every day, they're going to be here, talking, coming to his house and trying to talk to him, trying to get their message across. आप बिहार से आए हैं, बिहार से क्या मैसेज लाए हैं?
बिहार से सर मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि बिहार पूरे देश में झाड़ू लहराए और बिहार में कुछ अच्छा उन्नति करके दिखाए. बिजली, सड़कें बहुत टूटी फूटी है सब मैडम बिहार की, तो वो अच्छा करें.
On the train along with Arvind Kejriwal, this is the metro train that Kejriwal is taking. If I can ask my colleague to show you this train. Aam Aadmi Party, Jindabad! With Aam Aadmi Party union workers, his wife, his family, along with several other people, of course, his ministers who are going to take oath with him, are also have boarded this train, and this is the train which is going to take him to Barakhamba Road metro station, and ultimately he's going to get off over there to go to Ram Leela ground in order to take oath. At the metro train station platform where Arvind Kejriwal just left a short while back, we'll speak to some people who were on the train with him.
आप देख सकते हो इस मेट्रो स्टेशन पे अभी विदाउट सिक्योरिटी क्या हुआ, ऐसी भगदड़ मची कि लोग मरने के आ गए। इसका मतलब क्या होता है? और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कह रहे हैं कि हम सिक्योरिटी नहीं लेंगे पुलिस की, तो फिर क्या होगा?
That was a major concern. There was a security concern over here at the train platform as well, where a lot of crowd, in fact it went up to 1,000 almost at the platform, though it was a 6-coach train which had been given especially for this purpose to bring Kejriwal and company to Barakhamba metro station. But still there was a lot of problems as far as security management was concerned. But luckily there was no accident and Arvind Kejriwal reached Barakhamba station safe and sound, and all the other people who were travelling along with him as well.
All right, well, can the Aam Aadmi Party truly deliver? It's been a spectacular show of sorts, a victory rally that we've never seen ever before. Swearing-in ceremonies are typically solemn affairs, but there were more than 1 lakh people over there at the Ram Leela grounds. And is this really the stepping stone for an Aam Aadmi Party presence at the national level? Well, joining us to debate all of this, Shazia Ilmi, a senior member of the Aam Aadmi Party, Ragini Naik, spokesperson of the Congress, and Dr. Harshvardhan, senior leader of the BJP, the prime ministerial candidate, as I should say, the chief ministerial candidate of the BJP in Delhi. But the BJP, of course, chose not to go ahead and press a claim for the government. Shazia, let me come to you first. One of the many promises that he made today did Arvind Kejriwal, was that in a matter of days, he's going to set up a line, a telephone line for people to call on to in instances where there is corruption. Is this actually something he can realistically achieve so soon, or is this part of a series of promises which he's made which will be difficult to implement?
See, everything would be difficult to implement. We are fighting against a huge system. It's a Leviathan literally to fight against. So it won't be easy. It's going to be a daunting task. But you just see Arvind's caliber, whether it's RTI or understanding of how the government works or does not work. Please see that even for Lokpal bill, there was a lot of serious consultations that happened. So I think Arvind Kejriwal knows what he's speaking. Every expose that we did was backed by documents, legally vetted documents. So we do have a plan in place. We have a white paper on each of the things that we have promised, whether it's water, whether it's electricity, whether it's Swaraj, the whole idea of decentralization of funds, and actually doing away with MLA-led funds that we seem to have, which indeed become sources of corruption where governance is concerned. And of course, people suffer. People are sick and tired of high-level corruption, but where government charter is concerned, for instance, where basic services are to be provided, there is an issue with that.
Okay.
So if there can be a helpline, if there can be a redressal window or a single window where people can just call up, or a helpline which delivers, I think definitely people will have a respite from the onslaught of
corruption. Fair enough. Let's see if he can actually deliver on that promise in this helpline coming up in a few days. Dr. Harshvardhan, Arvind Kejriwal actually acknowledged your presence today at that swearing-in ceremony. He said that you are a good human being. He knows you quite well. And it must be said that you were a big sport in actually being over there. None of the 8 Congress leaders who apparently are going to support this government from the outside were there. Do you really think that Arvind Kejriwal has it in him to deliver change in the city? Or do you believe that this has been a missed chance for the BJP?
No, you see, for us in politics, being in the seat of power has not been the ultimate aim at any time in our life. So it's not a question of being a missed chance or anything like that. You see, we never had the thorough total mandate, means in the sense that in spite of the fact that we were the largest party, we never had the numbers. And we had made it amply clear on the very first day that we are not going to form the government if we don't have the numbers. As far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, you see, he has just been into the Chief Minister's chair today, I will only wish him good luck today and not sort of raise a lot of apprehensions about whether he will be able to deliver or not. He has made some very tall promises to the people, and he has given them in writing in his manifesto also, and we would like to see how he is going to implement all those things, because today only he has started sort of talking about having lost that magic wand that he had it before the elections. But anyway, I will only wish him good luck, and people of Delhi are eagerly waiting for him to actually perform.